I am pleased to give the floor to Sri Lanka.
Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, as the frequency and complexity of cybersecurity threats are expected to continue growing and evolving, hence Sri Lanka recognizes the importance of taking proactive measures to mitigate cyber security risks and effectively address these challenges. We believe that organizing this meeting at this particular moment to discuss the vital matter of state responsibility and responsiveness in countering cyber attacks on critical infrastructure is highly appropriate. In today's interconnected world, where our reliance on digital systems is extensive, safeguarding critical infrastructure against cyber threats has become an urgent priority for maintaining international peace and security. It is crucial for states to take responsibility in protecting their critical infrastructure against such malicious activities, while recognizing the Security Council's emphasis on significant threats posed by cyber attacks targeting critical infrastructure. These threats not only undermine the functioning of essential services and national security, but also jeopardize the overall stability of states. We strongly support the call for enhanced international cooperation and dialogue to foster the development of effective strategies and responses to combat these cyber threats. Like many technologies at our disposal, ICTs are dual-use technologies, but with the capacity to affect positively or negatively in all three pillars of our United Nations and thereby all walks of life. Therefore, building digital trust and security lie at the core of efforts to reap the benefits of the digital domain and utilize it for development gains, including 2030 agenda. Sri Lanka unequivocally condemns all forms of cyber attacks on critical infrastructure, which have the potential to disrupt essential services, undermine public safety, and cause economic damage. Such attacks violate international law and threaten the stability and security of states and the global community as a whole. We endorse this meeting as a platform for member states, experts, and stakeholders to share their experiences, insights, and best practices regarding the responsibility and responsiveness of states to cyber attacks on critical infrastructure. It provides an opportunity to highlight the challenges faced by states in protecting their infrastructure and explore potential solutions to enhance resilience and mitigate the impact of such attacks. In today's interconnected world, where our societies place great reliance on digital systems, the protection of critical infrastructure against cyber threats has become a top priority for ensuring international peace and security. Needless to say, consequences of cyber attacks on vital infrastructure can be far-reaching, impacting essential services, compromising national security, and destabilizing entire states. Addressing the guiding questions as a whole, what are the possible actions the Security Council can take to address cyber threats and cyber attacks against critical infrastructure is an important question to be answered. In order to protect critical infrastructure from malicious activities, states must take on responsibility of safeguarding them. The Security Council's recognition of cyber attacks targeting critical infrastructure as significant threats highlights the urgent need for action. These attacks not only disrupt essential services, but also directly undermine the stability and sovereignty of nations. However, it is important to acknowledge that reaching Article 39 determinations and recommendations for the use of force is a highly challenging process. Lengthy deliberations and potential veto power by permanent Security Council members make it difficult to obtain timely responses. Given the intricate and ambiguous nature of cyber attacks, it is reasonable for states to consider exercising their right to self-defense to address such incidents. In such cases, strengthening the local legal framework becomes crucial. The Security Council plays a vital role in ensuring a secure and peaceful cyberspace while preventing conflicts from malicious use of information technologies. This includes advocating for responsible state behavior, facilitating diplomatic efforts, and supporting cyber capacity building. by encouraging states to adhere to norms of responsible behavior, refraining from activities that harm critical infrastructure, and promoting trust-building dialogues, the Security Council can prevent cyber conflicts. Additionally, it can support member states in enhancing their cybersecurity capabilities through technical assistance and capacity building programs. Strengthening cybersecurity capacities reduces the potential for conflict arising from cyber activities. The Security Council's adoption of resolutions, promotion of responsible state behavior, support for diplomatic efforts, and encouragement of cyber capacity building are crucial for addressing cyber threats and preventing conflicts in the use of information and communication technologies. States have various mechanisms at their disposal to notify a second state of malicious activity originating from its territory. These include diplomatic channels, established communication channels between cybersecurity agencies such as CERTs, and international platforms and organizations specializing in cybersecurity. Upon receiving a notification of malicious activity, the second state has responsibility to promptly and thoroughly investigate the reported incident. They should assess the credibility of the information provided and take appropriate measures to mitigate and respond to the cyber threat. Cooperative and transparent communication with the notifying state is crucial to exchange relevant information, facilitate investigations, and coordinate actions. Victim states affected by cyber attacks can request assistance from the states through established mechanisms of cooperation and mutual assistance. This can involve bilateral or multilateral agreements, regional security frameworks, or invoking international frameworks for Article 51 of the United Nations Charter. Victim states may seek technical expertise, intelligence sharing, forensic analysis, or operational support from other states to effectively respond to the cyber attacks. Enhancing the partnership between public and private entities in several ways can facilitate open and constructive dialogue, enabling participants to exchange ideas and perspectives, leading to mutual understanding and trust. It can promote problem solving and consensus building by bringing together diverse stakeholders to collaboratively address complex issues and generate actionable recommendations. We must allow private entities to contribute their expertise and perspectives to policy discussions, influencing shaping of policies and regulations that impact their industries and sectors and can act as a confidence-building measure, particularly in situations where trust is lacking or relations are strained, by fostering dialogue and cooperation in non-official setting. Moreover, promoting capacity building and knowledge exchange through workshops, seminars, and joint projects leading to improved capabilities and outcomes is essential to emphasize and complement official diplomatic channels rather than replace them, working in coordination with government efforts to ensure coherence and effectiveness in addressing broader policy goals. Venues and mechanisms for closer public-private partnerships in cybersecurity are vital for a concerted defense against cyber attacks. These include information sharing platforms, joint exercises and training, public-private partnerships, regulatory frameworks and standards, and sector-specific collaboration. Information sharing platforms facilitate real-time threat intelligence exchange and collaboration. Joint exercises and training programs enhance preparedness and promote collaboration between public and private entities. Public-private partnerships involve formal collaborations between government agencies, CERTs, critical infrastructure operators, and cybersecurity companies for information sharing and coordinated incident response. Regulatory frameworks and standards encourage cooperation while protecting sensitive information and privacy. Sector-specific collaboration, such as ISACs and cybersecurity forums, enables threat intelligence exchange and coordinated responses within specific industries. Fostering public-private partnerships through these mechanisms is crucial for effective information sharing, coordinated responses, and collective efforts to protect critical infrastructure from cyber threats. As we know, artificial intelligence systems like other information technologies can be a target of an tool for criminal activity. It must be observed that both are within the scope of the 2001 Budapest Convention on Cybercrime and have also been dealt within the Council of Europe framework with active participation of non-member states from the outset. While universal ratification may be possible for political reasons, one of the principal objectives of the treaty is to harmonize what are the possible venues and mechanisms for closer partnership between public and private entities for concerted and coherent defense and responsible to cyber attacks. Domestic, substantive, and procedural criminal law as a precondition for more effective international cooperation can be suggested. Being the first and
Excuse me, dear colleague,
Yes.
statements are limited to 3 minutes, so I would really appreciate if you could.
The convention also catches up computer-related forgery, computer-related fraud, offenses related to child pornography, and offenses related to the infringement of copyright. It is interesting to note that like all other criminal offenses, offenses contained in the convention require criminal intent that may be difficult to prove. It is our respectful view that this position must be revisited with a view to examine the proposition whether the concept of fixed liability can be used, thereby calling for an explanation from the respondent with regard to a matter that is particularly within the knowledge. Thank you.
I thank the representative of Sri Lanka, and I will